This is News 3 Now This Morning.
Good morning, everyone. It's Sunday. It's 6:30 in the morning, October 18th. I'm Christina Laurie and Dana. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, I thought I'd hang out a little early. Why the heck not? Turn the alarm on.
You're always an early bird anyways. What did you already do? Did you already eat breakfast, go to the gym, walk the dog?
No. I didn't drag Penny outside just yet. But the day's just getting started, and it's going to be, unfortunately, a little chilly outside for the day. As we look at radar right now, we do have some light rain showers and some light flurries swirling around outside. Doppler track bringing that through for most of the area. Still dry for the Janesville, but again for downtown Madison right now, we are currently seeing those light rain showers coming down. I had some raindrops popping up there on our camera. Still dark outside. Temperatures close to 40 degrees with our breeze coming in from the north. We're 40 in Madison, but 46 in Janesville, 41 in Lone Rock right now. So a cool start to the day. And overall, our wind speeds should stay pretty calm for the day. We won't be picking up with any of those stronger wind gusts. Temperature-wise, though, chilly the next few hours. We'll drop a little more to the upper 30s. Afternoon highs will barely get to the mid-40s. We're in for a cool afternoon and a cool overnight. But the fall-like weather will continue on with a few more rain chances in that 10-day. We'll look at that full forecast in just a little bit.
No kidding. Is this cooler than usual?
It is. We're quite a bit below average right now, so I know we're tough. We can handle the cooler weather, but mid-October, not this early, yes.
Okay, thank you, Dana. We begin this morning with the latest coronavirus headlines, and all eyes are on Wisconsin. Our state is now reporting new cases at 3 times the rate of the rest of the country. 90% of counties are reporting moderate or high levels of community transmission. And now the National Coronavirus Task Force is warning community spread will only get worse unless we change our actions. Doctors say along with wearing masks, washing your hands, and keeping your distance, you should avoid any kind of crowds, even if you're wearing a mask. Doctors are also doubling down on the importance of mask wearing, even when you feel healthy. Dr. Nasia Safdar, Director of Infection Control at the UW, reiterates the virus can be transmitted through people who don't have symptoms. She says she understands that masks might not be comfortable or preferable, but they are essential.
I think a requirement that people do it and then sort of argue about it after, given the urgency of the situation, is most important. I think that changing hearts and minds at this point is likely more challenging, and we don't have the time or the luxury of that.
UW Health is encouraging people to share on social media tomorrow why they wear a mask and post a picture of them wearing one using the hashtag MaskUpMonday. It's part of their plan to reduce any stigma around mask wearing. Public Health Madison-Dane County is asking people to reconsider whether they need to be tested amid this record-breaking surge in cases and hospitalizations. Earlier in the week, the computer registration system crashed over at the Alliant Energy Center's testing site, leading to even longer lines. Health officials say people with symptoms should get tested, as well as people who have been in contact with someone else who's tested positive, or people who work in crowded environments.
Folks who are coming just for peace of mind testing, that's a less appropriate use of this resource, which is taxpayer funded, and we do have limited resources, and so we want to save those for the folks who really need them.
A reminder, the Alliant Energy Center offers free coronavirus testing Tuesdays through Saturdays. As cases climb across the state, a surprising bright spot is on the UW-Madison campus. One of the first places we saw spiking numbers in the state is now producing very few positive tests, and it could serve as a model for other parts of Wisconsin.
We're now testing 5 times more than the state of Wisconsin, and our results are showing direct correlation. We're down, last week I was talking about 3%. We're down below 2% positive right now.
This week, the UW reported an average of 17 new cases a day. 4 weeks ago, it was reporting 161. Thompson says one thing setting campuses apart from cities and local municipalities is quarantine space. Once a student tests positive, that student is immediately moved from his or her dorm room into an isolation room for 14 days. While students are less likely to be seriously affected by the virus, that isn't always the case. And even if it is, initially their symptoms can last well beyond the typical 2 weeks. These cases are called COVID long haulers. A teenager in Janesville says she fits that category, and her diagnosis has changed her life in ways she's still dealing with. Ava Pennycook says after testing positive, it took a month for her to get a negative test. Now, 3 months later, she still has not fully recovered.
I fumble over my words. It was funny at first, but now it's kind of concerning.
Severe fatigue, headaches, and body pain are all symptoms of a COVID-19 long hauler. Right now, thousands of healthcare workers who contracted the virus early on are reporting these symptoms. You can read more about what they're experiencing and how they're dealing with that on channel3000.com. On this Sunday morning, faith leaders across the state are pledging to keep worshipers healthy and safe, even if that means fewer or no people inside their doors. Almost 200 religious leaders and groups, including the Wisconsin Council of Churches and the Wisconsin Faith Voices for Justice, say they support the statewide mask order and the latest guidelines from the Wisconsin Department of Health. Now they say they must take action to keep everyone safe.
People of faith must speak out and take action. The most significant step faith communities can take to stop the spread of COVID-19 is to restrict attendance at indoor religious gatherings or avoid them altogether. Doing so is a sacred expression of love.
Religious leaders say these mandates do not threaten their religious liberties, but agree they're thankful for technology, which has helped them stay connected. They're continuing to encourage everyone to wear masks, social distance, and wash their hands. With just 16 days to go until the presidential election, several municipalities still need poll workers. The Wisconsin Elections Commission is launching a new social media campaign to recruit people for these areas on November 3rd.
We need more than 30,000 poll workers to run a general election. This year, we're going to need more than ever because they're going to need to process those in-person election day voters and process those absentees at the polls on election day. So having enough poll workers is critical.
Still need poll workers. If you would like to help out, head to myvote.wi.gov. If these positions are not filled, the National Guard is prepared to step in. If you are still finishing up your absentee ballot this weekend, the Madison City Clerk is reminding you to double and triple check that you filled everything out. The most common mistakes people make are forgetting the voter signature, the witness signature, and the witness address. If any of these are missing, your ballot is invalid. The clerk's office will then send you a new one with a letter explaining what you are missing. However, time is running out for these issues to get addressed.
The most heartbreaking thing is when we receive absentees in the mail on election day and they're missing a signature on the envelope and we don't have time to track down that voter.
A few other issues that invalidate your ballot: if the envelope looks like it's been tampered with, or if the envelope isn't sealed. In both cases, again, the clerk's office will send you a new ballot. If mailing your ballot makes you nervous, the city of Madison has a different option to deliver your absentee ballot. This is the first week 14 drop boxes at most Madison area fire stations will be operating. They're made of 1/4-inch steel and have instructions and reminders written right on the side. Sworn workers will collect ballots from the boxes every day.
They are very secure ballot boxes. They are made specifically for the purpose of dropping off ballots, so the public can be assured that they are secure.
The boxes will be available now through November 2nd at 5 p.m. You can also turn in your absentee ballot in person at the polls on Election Day. And a reminder, you can check your voter registration status at myvote.wi.gov. Although the deadline has passed to register online, voters can still register at all absentee voting sites and at the polls on Election Day. You'll need to bring proof of your address like a utility bill, lease, or paycheck with you. Starting this week, you can expect to see even more political ads, including new ones featuring the former president. The Democratic National Committee is releasing new state-specific voter education videos featuring former President Barack Obama to encourage young people to vote. The videos are being released in 24 states, including Wisconsin. Speaking of the former president, Joe Biden's biggest surrogate will hit the trail this week. The former president is scheduled to appear at an event for his former VP Wednesday in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, marking Mr. Obama's first time campaigning in person for Joe Biden this year. The former president is also reportedly considering campaign stops in North Carolina and even possibly here in Wisconsin. It's 6:40 this morning. All eyes will be on the Packers tonight as they take on Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. Why head coach Matt LaFleur is a little concerned the bye week could hurt his guys. And as we head to break, here's a live look over the Capitol on this wet morning. Dana is in tracking our cold Sunday forecast and the wet week ahead right after this.
Lace up October 24th for the Komen virtual More Than Pink Walk.
When Joe Biden wants an update on the virus, he calls on the nation's top health experts. Working together for all Americans is what Joe does. When writing his healthcare plan, Joe Biden worked with both doctors and patients to make healthcare affordable by lowering premiums, reducing drug costs, and protecting people with pre-existing conditions. Joe listened to both small business owners and workers to create his economic plan that cuts taxes for middle-class families, creates 18 million new jobs in his first term, and raises wages by as much as $15,000 a year. Joe Biden's plans will help working families immediately by making the super rich finally pay their fair share. For Joe, it's never been about ego. It's always been about the work he can do for working families. It's what he's always done. Joe Biden brings everyone to the table and gets it done.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
The coronavirus has forced the government to take extensive actions, making this the most opportunistic time for you to finally restructure or even resolve your tax debt with the IRS. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, have unfiled tax returns, and are experiencing hardships because of the impact of COVID-19, you could qualify for more aggressive resolution plans with the IRS. National Tax Experts has specialists ready to help you determine your eligibility for these programs. Act now before it's too late.
Call 1-800-392-6331.
Happy Hour just got hoppier at IHOP with a $5 menu featuring pancakes, burgers, and more yum-yums. So while you can't buy happiness, you can buy hoppiness. iHoppy Hour, every day from 2 to 10 p.m.
Work smarter. Use the cloud to securely print, scan, and collaborate. GI Office Technologies, helping businesses like yours.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota compact and subcompact tractors. Our reliable #1 selling tractors are designed for easy operation and feature all the performance-matched attachments needed to tackle any job. Right now, get 0 down and 0% APR for 84 months and save up to $1,700, plus no payments for 90 days.
News 3 Now breaks down suburban voter priorities, Monday at 10. News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Welcome back. Even though quarterbacks aren't technically competing against each other during games, whoever put the Packers schedule together did a pretty good job. First, it was Aaron Rodgers against Drew Brees, then A-Rod versus Matt Ryan. This week, it's two of the best going at it with Rodgers and Tom Brady. But again, it's the Green Bay defense's job to slow down the 43-year-old quarterback who, according to Matt LaFleur, still has it.
One of the greatest of all time for a reason, and he does everything the right way, and obviously his career speaks for itself in terms of just his ability to produce no matter really who's out on the field with him. So it's been pretty impressive to watch, you know, and still playing at this age, he's still playing at a high level.
So back to the Packers. The players are coming off their bye week, still 4-0, and the offense has yet to turn over the ball this season. Could this off time slow their momentum? That has crossed Coach LaFleur's mind.
You're always a little concerned when you hit the pause button when you have that momentum, because I think it's real, and once it goes one way or the other, it just gets rolling. So. But I thought it did give us an opportunity to just kind of look back and make sure that we're doing things the right way in all three phases.
Kickoff is at 3:25, and we are just 5 days away now from the start of Big Ten football, which will begin with a rematch of Illinois and Wisconsin under the lights. This season, John Dietzen and his flowing red locks are back on the Badger offensive line, and every time his name is brought up, the first thing Paul Chryst or anyone on the team does is smile. It's not just because he's unretired, finally healthy, and practicing at a high level for the first time since the 2018 Pinstripe Bowl, but because Dietzen simply makes football more fun.
As soon as you see him in pads, it's awesome. And then the flow, he's got the flow going. He's running through. Nothing better than seeing that. I was like, John, you're looking stiff. And he's like, I know, I'm 40 years old. I can't keep doing this.
More of an appreciation for, every rep at practice and, all the tough stuff that we go through to get there. And I think come game day, it'll be, again, just an appreciation for the fact that I have the opportunity to be out there.
Kickoff is at 7 o'clock Friday night, and to help you get even more excited for that game, here's a look back at what happened 10 years ago this week. Ohio State came into Camp Randall ranked #1 and left with a 31-18 loss in a game Wisconsin never trailed. That year, the Badgers finished the regular season 11-1 and made their first trip to the Rose Bowl since 2000. Meanwhile, it's a waiting game for the Badger men's basketball team. The guys started practice this week, but they're still waiting to find out who they'll play and when. With no schedule out just yet, the Badgers are going about their practices focused on themselves. That way, Coach Gard says they'll be ready for whoever and wherever they'll play on November 25th.
The only thing we know about November 25th is that the first day we can officially play. Other than that, who, if, what, you play a lot of what if, and you're constantly measuring risk versus reward. As you build a schedule, as you look at what scheduling can be, so right now we have a lot more questions than answers.
Basketball players definitely have the better end of the deal this weekend, staying inside to practice.
Absolutely. It is a little chilly outside, also a little wet right now, as we do have some light showers and some light flurries mixing in and coming down. Now, we're going to continue to see those mixed showers through the morning, leaning more towards the light rain. But again, a few folks might see a few snowflakes swirling around. Below normal temperatures expected for the week. Is going to be chilly outside for afternoon highs and our overnight lows. We're looking at some very cold starts to our days, and we'll have several rain chances mixed in there. In fact, not a lot of opportunities for sunshine for today nor for the week ahead. We have a lot of cloud coverage building in. As we look at our Doppler track, it does look like we do have some lighter flurry chances, mainly northwest of Madison. A closer look, though, at our high-resolution Doppler. It doesn't look like a lot of that's actually making it to the ground. Again, you may see a few flurries swirling around, but a lot of that not getting all the way down to us. Some rain moving through Dane County right now. Looks like Rock County is dry currently, but those showers will likely continue through the next few hours, transitioning over to more light rain, though, by mid-morning. Could see those snowflakes swirling through before everything does wrap up, but by noon, we're out of the clear, or totally in the clear with any precipitation chances. Still fairly cloudy outside, and those afternoon high temperatures will be in a bit of a chilly spot for us today. We're expecting highs to barely get to the mid-40s. So about 15 degrees below average for this time of year. Our breeze coming in from the northwest, not too windy outside, anywhere from about 6 to 12 miles per hour. And thankfully, we don't have to factor in those gusts for your Sunday. Now, for Monday morning, high temperatures will be dropping to the mid-20s. So a hard freeze expected to start off Monday. Monday, we stay cloudy, may see a few isolated shower chances during the day, and high temperatures will be staying in the 40s for our Monday afternoon. Again, high temperatures for tomorrow in the low 40s, variably cloudy skies, and just very chilly outside. These cooler temperatures a little bit ahead of schedule. Usually we don't see temperatures in the 40s for at least a few more weeks, but we're tough. We can handle it. We'll be back to the 60s at least by the end of the week. So there is a chance, again, for those showers and flurries to continue to mix through the morning today. Mid-40s for afternoon highs. We're in the 40s for Monday and Tuesday as well. Low 50s on Wednesday, and that looks like our best opportunity to have a quick, dry day with partly sunny skies before more rain chances develop for the end of the week, Thursday and Friday, with temperatures a little closer to average on Thursday, near 60, and then back cooling down again by next weekend. So it certainly feels like fall outside, but as long as you have a jacket on, now that we've taken away that wind and that bitterness, should be just fine.
The wind was tough even yesterday. It was allegedly Almost 60.
The wind gusts were aggressive. It blew off our fire pit cover, which was like Velcro down. So it was a little bit much.
The joys of home ownership.
Yes, the little things you don't think about until it happens.
Thank you, Dana. It is 6:50 this morning, and it's time for some good news. From the UW grad student helping middle schoolers understand science from home, to the retired teachers making sure local elementary school kids can still pick up an instrument. We'll introduce you to several of the people proving Southern Wisconsin is a wonderful place to live right after this.
Rest comfortably with brands you can trust at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Create a unique and stylish room with made-in-the-USA products from companies like Smith Brothers of Bern. Select from a wide variety of sofas at a great price.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
When you put money in a big bank, there it goes. But when you keep your money at Associated Bank, it gets invested close to home. It might become this family's renovation or help this little one's college fund. It could build local business or your favorite neighborhood spot. Because when you bank with Associated Bank, your money works in your community. All you have to do is make a simple choice. Send your money there or keep it here. Associated Bank. Your money works here.
Yeah, I think we're good here. Why do we offer so many active safety features on our Chevy SUVs?
Oh, yeah. Call us when you get there, okay? Ready, Freddie?
Because we're not just engineers.
Slowly. Going slow. You got it. We have families, too.
Right now, qualified lessees can get this well-equipped 2020 Equinox LT for around $219 a month. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Here's what you need to know. Joe Biden will not raise taxes on anyone making under $400,000. Biden will get rid of Trump's tax giveaways for the super wealthy and make big corporations finally pay their fair share. Biden will use those savings to help working families and seniors, investing in lowering healthcare costs, improving education, and protecting Social Security and Medicare. Biden's plan. Corporations pay more. You benefit.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
We've got the power. The Power Centers of Madison. Our customer-focused sales team will help you find the right power equipment to fit your needs. Lawn and garden, tractors, zero-turns, lawn mowers, trimmers, chainsaws, commercial equipment, and more. We carry the name brands that you know and some that you need to know. As an added incentive, you can always find factory promotions at the Power Centers of Madison.
Experience handcrafted and hand-finished furniture by genuine Amish craftsmen at Wanakee Furniture ETC, featuring hardwood made in the USA home furnishings by Simply Amish and other great brands you can trust.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
On the next Live at 4, we'll preview the Rock County Historical Society's Oak Hill Cemetery Tour. Its burials, folklore, and the role of the cemetery.
And our film critic Will Loper checks out new movies and streaming shows.
Download the Channel 3000 First Warn Weather app today.
Time for some good news, the stories and people making our community proud. Let's start on campus, where UW-Madison researchers are busy developing new ways to detect COVID-19-induced pneumonia. They've created a custom artificial intelligence algorithm called CV19Net to study tens of thousands of COVID-19 chest x-rays. The researchers say this first-of-its-kind method can identify COVID-induced pneumonia nearly 90% of the time.
So we've been trained to look for abnormalities on chest radiography and chest x-rays and to find areas that might have infection, but when the pandemic hit, none of us had seen COVID pneumonia before. So we could say that the chest x-ray was abnormal, but we weren't able to provide any details about, is this a COVID pneumonia or is this some other type of pneumonia?
We are scientists. What can we do to help our state, our city, and our nation to do something really to combat with this pandemic?
Now that's the attitude. Researchers say their next step now is to create a universal algorithm for COVID-19 screening, which they say could help them detect COVID-19 before symptoms ever appear. A UW grad student is busy helping middle schoolers who are learning from home understand science and celebrate gender equality too. Physics student and artist Aiden Gardill earned a grant from the Madison Arts Commission earlier this year. His project used polarized lenses to create hidden portraits of women in the physical sciences. Gardill planned to visit local schools to explain the concept behind his art, but is instead visiting classes over Zoom. He's also creating at-home physics kits for many of those students. A pair of retired teachers are also making learning more fun for Wanakee Elementary School students. Kathy and Lon Bartling made and are donating these rhythm sticks to Heritage Elementary. Students can't share musical instruments right now, so these sticks will help them learn how to keep time and develop their motor skills. The Bartlings know this year has been tough on students, so they wanted to do something good.
We decided this is something we can do from home that would be beneficial to the kids, to the music teachers, and they can make more music than they could before.
Once a teacher, always a teacher. Purchasing the sticks would have cost the school an estimated $5,000, making the Bartlings donation even more generous. But there's more to this story. You can see that this Wednesday on Fox 47 News at 9. And if all these people doing good things has you feeling generous, here's your chance. Madison's Free Bikes for Kids organization is collecting bicycles next month. The organization believes that every kid who wants a bike deserves one. So on November 7th, mark your calendars, organizers are collecting old but still usable bikes. They have a big goal, hoping to give away more than 2,000 bikes to local kids this year. Free Bikes for Kids is also partnering with the Madison Reading Project to give away a book with each bike. The coronavirus doesn't stop cancer, and it might be contributing to its growth. We're kicking off More Than Pink Week. It's the reason I'm wearing pink this morning, with the warning from doctors and the ways that you can help women currently fighting the disease in our full hour of local news right after this.